Hello, and welcome to New Star Business. My name is Ronald Hughes. I'd like to talk to you today about a topic that is probably dearer to my heart than any other. It is the one shot at a good introduction. One shot, one shot to make an impression with someone. And it comes in the first few seconds that you're talking to the person. And the funny thing is that I believe that 99% of all failed sales take place in that first few seconds. They happen because of the way people introduce themselves. They happen because what happens when we introduce ourselves is that we're in the wrong frame of mind. We're in the wrong space. We don't actually say hello. And the whole story about what do you say after you say hello is the important part. Well, the truth is that if I can't impress you in that hello, if I can't get you on my side at hello, if I don't have you at hello, I don't know where we're going to go from there. Often what happens is, let's talk about a couple things. We get an inbound telephone call, an outbound telephone call, somebody meeting you face to face. Let's say a telephone call comes into you and you're working for a company and you pick up the phone and you say, "Good morning, you're through to News for Business. My name is Ron. How may I help you?" Yeah. The problem is that the pace at which you've answered the telephone indicates that you're in a hurry. The speed at which I was speaking told you that I was in a hurry. The words I used were incongruent with who I am as a person. I don't usually pick up, it doesn't make sense to pick up a telephone call and say that I'm a company and then I'm a human. And then I only give you my first name and I identify myself in such a way that it's hard for you to gather that I am somebody of significant importance at that point. If I picked up the phone and said something different, if I said, "Good morning, you're through to News for Business. How may I help you?" You get a different impression of me. And it really does make a difference in the way that you say things. It really does have major impact on it. On an outbound call, if you bring someone up and you say, "Good morning," and you get to the person and you go, "Good morning, Bob, my name is Ron, how are you?" What happens is I go too fast in the pace. The words that I use, the good morning is fine. I called you Bob as first name, and then I assumed a first name position. It's very informal. A lot of Americans think that informal is good. Most Americans are wrong. In fact, what it is that you need to match the person's formality. Hard to know that unless you actually listen to them. When you pick up the telephone and you call someone, they'll answer. If they said, "Good morning, News for Business, how may I help you?" you would say, "Bob Burns, please. Thank you." If that was Bob, what generally Bob would do is say, "This is Bob," or if they didn't want to be addressed as Bob, they would say, "This is Mr. Burns." If they say Mr. Burns, then you're going to be addressing them as such. Important that you actually get through your head that the person that you're talking to should set the level of rapport with you. They should be telling you what type of communication they wish to receive from you. And you set all of your communication from that point on. That's the time at which you decide whether this call is going to be formal, informal, whether it's going to be a very serious conversation, whether it's going to be a light introduction, if the person is rushed in their speech. Did you make them rushed in their speech by speaking too quickly in the beginning of the conversation? Or did you speak slowly and allow them the opportunity to tell you if they were in a hurry? It's important that you get your introductions right. In a face-to-face presentation, it's very much a similar position. Look the person over. As you approach slowly. Speak slowly and speak out loud. Don't try and move into their space. Try and understand what their space is like. Now what happens is that you will adapt to the space that the person is giving you. Watch their body language and move towards them in a similar fashion. Look, here I tell you all of those things, and I say that it's important for you to understand that in the very beginning of the conversation, you need to be very aware and listen to the other person for the way in which they wish to communicate. If you start out your conversation listening, moving slowly, and then adapting to the person that you're dealing with, you'll find more of your relationships coming to fruitful benefit for both you and your customers. My name is Ronald Hughes. This is New Sphere Business, the training channel, web channel of a company called Contact Ignition in Dublin, Ireland. If you're interested in training for your organization, please do contact us. Thank you very much. Goodbye.